Okay, so we're back here, returning to an old friend. Something that we used to do all the time and kind of strayed away from, but, backed by popular... Okay, nothing on our stuff is popular. But backed by demand. We're returning once again to No Huey Lewis, Just the News.
That's the power of
news. Kid Coleman Cool?
Brandon Kaiser?
Richard Buckner.
Kristen Clark.
That's how it works.
That is how it works. Anyways, news reporting. Anyways, so the news stories.
The news
right?
now.
News stories. First thing that happened in the last week or so, however, when I started paying attention.
Time's relative.
Fox has picked up a pilot for a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen show. Meaning, yes, the Alan Moore...
so they're going to piss off Alan Moore, the wizard,
Moore,
sorcerer, even more.
Yes, that is correct.
So he casts a spell on them.
That is correct. Grand Sorcerer Alan Moore is not probably going to be happy about
He's going to
this
haunt
news.
some executives in
You
their
know what?
dreams.
I really liked that movie. I saw it like twice.
I was just going to say, what did we think of that movie?
Yeah, I actually really liked it. I don't
Okay,
know.
I'll tell you what. I'll give that movie credit here. It was better than Avengers.
Meaning...
The Uma Thurman.
Yeah.
Uma Thurman Avengers.
Yeah.
It was better than, not
That's
the
right.
Avengers, but...
Not Marvel's Avengers.
Not Marvel's Avengers, but frickin' Emma Peel Avengers. Like, Sean Connery was in that movie. That was, God, that was awful.
it was
Sean
awful.
Connery was in both movies.
Yeah.
But Uma Thurman did look smoking hot in that movie.
Speaking of Marvel characters, I also saw that apparently there's going to be a Hulk TV show in 2014.
That is old news. But anyways,
Really
way to hijack news and tell us news from like 2 years ago.
All right, from the day late and dollar short desk.
And Guillermo del Toro is going to produce it, right? Okay.
See, I want you to put a sign right here that says Day Late Dollar Short Desk.
I thought you were going to talk about Corey Monteith dying. But anyways.
Rest in peace. That's really sad.
Yeah, that's sad. We don't want to joke about that. That's...
I'm going to ask who that is.
sad when people die.
Yeah.
He's one of the kids from Glee. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, anyways.
And I assume drugs. I think she confirmed that it was
bringing it down.
Drug problem.
Bring it back from that to League of
Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah.
What are we doing, man?
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
News. This is news.
This
guys.
is news.
And I would watch the TV show.
It's bad news.
TV show? Okay. What? So it's not. You didn't hate the movie, right?
If they make it,
I think it wasn't a terrible movie.
I liked it.
It wasn't a terrible movie. It just wasn't that great. It was just kind of so mediocre and there. But
I mean, it pissed Alan Moore off. But what movie
Wasn't
adaptation of his book doesn't
But then
piss him
again,
off?
I like
Yeah, that's
Watchmen, so...
No, Watchmen is a much better movie than League
yeah.
of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I would say that.
Yeah, but a
right
lot
off
of
the
people
bat.
don't like it either, so...
It was kind of, it's probably better as a book,
Anyways, it's only a pilot, too, guys. So before anyone flips out and has a huge fit about it, it's just a pilot. They could not pick it up if it's not any good to them, I guess. Yeah. Although I still say Lock and Key should have been picked up whenever. And I've never even seen that pilot, but Lock and Key is an amazing comic and would have been awesome and on like an HBO series that lasts like 5 seasons or something. Would have been fantastic.
I'm pretty sure people said the same thing about
or a
League
few
of Extraordinary
seasons
Gentlemen, Black Dossier,
or whatever.
But...
Well, I'm sure people have said that about League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. And people say that about everything. It should just be an HBO show. But anyways,
people just can't.
So we'll see what happens there.
Shit,
it could end up being nothing, but it was just an interesting piece of news that I'd heard and figured I'd bring it up. Next thing. EVO was this weekend. We're filming this on Sunday, so it's pretty much over. But anyways, for those of you that don't know, EVO is a giant fighting game tournament for money and shit. And anyways, because I figured no one else at the table is going to know what EVO is except for me. Anyways, so it's a giant fighting game tournament thing. Bunch of pro gamers, esports guys, whatever, go out and face each other. A lot of Asians, because they're really good at pro gaming. And they go out there and they play a bunch of fighting games. Super Smash Brothers had won this giant vote thing with charity donations to be a part of it. And Nintendo, because they recently had all that stuff about you can't use our stuff and we're going to sue you and we're going to take all the money from your Let's Play videos and all that kind of stuff, they said, oh no, you can't do this. You can't use Super Smash Brothers. Eventually, this was the thing, eventually, I guess someone told them, you guys are being dicks, this is for charity and shit, this earned a bunch of money on charity and stuff, and eventually they said, okay, fine, you can do it.
What's wrong, Nintendo? You hate kids? Hey, everybody! Nintendo hates fucking kids. That's what happens. Yeah.
Nintendo is really weird right now. Like, their whole thing is really weird.
The only people that aren't being rich is PlayStation.
Well, they're losing the console war horribly.
Suddenly, full Sony fanboys here, like all of a sudden,
Sony.
except for Kid, who really doesn't give a shit. But anyways,
Really.
I don't know.
Yeah. So, anyways,
Two shits.
I just thought it was
I'm not
Nintendo,
getting it.
man. What are they thinking? Okay, it seems like most Nintendo news is bad news at this point, and it's kind of depressing.
I think they're struggling with the fact that they really are just losing a lot.
I think they're struggling.
They're a dying breed.
They're struggling.
I think they're struggling living in the now. Like, I think they're not evolving at all or changing to the way things are. They're just they're trying to live in the past.
Pretty soon, like, they're just really gonna have to do software.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they're good for a little while. We can talk about that another time.
Well, I said sooner or later.
Next news item on the agenda. Fox recently has been talking about the fact that they are developing an X-Force movie. So, still keeping that license alive, so that Marvel doesn't ever get it back.
I'd be willing to see the
They're
movie.
going to keep making X-Men movies. And
Depending who's in it.
See it.
We have to remember also, I believe on this very segment in audio form, we talked about Mark Miller kind of runs Fox's Marvel shit now. So this is kind of one of his things. The comic book writer.
Was it Millar you used to call him, but his actual name is pronounced Miller? Or
I don't want to piss him off. It's Miller.
I don't want to piss him off either, but it helps us identify him.
Yes, the author of Kick-Ass,
the creator
and
of
Superman, Red Son.
Creator of the Ultimate Universe.
Did he create it?
He started the Ultimate X-Men. That's what everything branched off from.
I guess. Anyways.
I like Domino.
Awesome Mark Miller, yeah. All right.
So Mark Miller, yes.
Bring it back to X-Force. I like Domino.
Domino's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Well, there are
She's afraid of chickens.
There have been different iterations of X-Force. We don't really know what the team would be. I assume it would be Wolverine, of course, because, every X-Men movie has to have Wolverine in it.
It's got Cable in it.
It could. I've seen X-Force without Cable.
They've had some different X-Force. Like, the more recent one, they had Wolverine,
Well, are we talking Rick Remender X-Force, Uncanny X-Force? Or are we talking X-Force from a little while ago?
A little while ago. The whole one where, like, Cyclops asks Wolverine to
that was
team.
like Wolverine X-23. What's that guy's name? Nighthawk? The big Indian guy?
The big Indian guy was like War or something.
Angel?
Thunderbird?
Angel?
Maybe Thunderbird, like Warbird or something like that.
Warbird?
Warbird.
Wow, we sound really racist not being able to think of that guy's name.
Warpath?
Warpath! It is Warpath!
Wait,
we
did you
did
look it up?
We did it!
Right.
Alright.
Geek cred reestablished, thanks to Richard looking it up.
Warpath's the only one I didn't know for some
Warpath.
Yeah, it had Warpath as
Angel was in it, / Archangel /
previously known as the second Thunderbird.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so Thunderbird is still okay.
And
according to Wikipedia.
Anyways.
And Wolfsbane, the wolf.
The wolf.
And then they actually had with that group
Cannibal?
Elixir, who I thought was an interesting little toss in there.
Okay.
As well as the guy who could teleport.
And the Uncanny X-Force was I'm even trying to remember this.
Well, is that the more recent one? Or
Well,
that
it's the thing that everybody loved.
One?
It was the Rick Remender
The
X-Force stuff. No, it was recent. It was
the Uncanny Team?
It was
Not
it
the one
was
with Deadpool?
Wolverine, it was Deadpool, it was
that would be badass, but they couldn't do that.
what was the other ninja dude? Fuck. I am really bad at this.
Are they?
It's been a while.
No, that's...
that's
oh, wait. You mean
looking at the
Mutant X or something like that was his name? No, it wasn't
No.
Mutant X. It was the one guy who was like a secret agent or something.
If there are any Marvel
Damn it.
fanboys, Marvel zombies out there, they're like
I'm sorry,
yelling
but
right now.
I had to stop reading comics.
Yeah, we're out of the loop in comics.
It was
recently,
draining my life.
Correct us in the comments.
For money and
I'm
time
sorry,
reasons.
I wish I could go back, but
Shadow X?
The X-Force.
Was that his name?
I
He was the agent guy,
familiar
right,
with,
with the
I don't know.
it's from the 90s.
But yes, it could have Domino. You're correct. It could have Domino.
Yeah.
It could have
Yeah,
Cable
Domino.
in it. Could have a ton of
Cable.
people in it.
pretty much you figure that
Forge-
like people they should
Forge
have
is next one.
Domino, Wolverine.
Yeah, Domino, Wolverine.
Frickin'
I kind of hope they don't do Deadpool at this point.
Yeah,
because they
Deadpool would be
fucked it up
wise.
so much.
Warpath would be wise
Warpath
too.
you put in,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wolfsbane would be interesting.
Yeah.
Beyond that, I don't know.
Angel
Elixir would
maybe.
be interesting because he
Angel
was like the
Angel would
medic.
be good.
Yeah,
And
Archangel,
he just
whatever they
lost
end up
hands.
using,
Right.
whatever. So yeah. Anyways, X-Force movie. I think it's an interesting idea. I think it could work. Could be interesting. I'd be interested to see how far they'd take it because, like you said, basically X-Force is kind of the X-Men that do the things that are little
More
beyond. Yeah, they do the
This
killings.
could be rated R.
They do the killings and stuff.
They do the black.
Yeah, they're like the Black
Yeah.
Ops X-Men,
Exactly,
basically. So,
Like the shit that people
kinda
accuse
do what
mutants
they
of doing is the
want.
things they're kind of doing, but they're killing anti-mutant things.
So if they go through with this, I'm interested to see what it ends up being. So, anyways, moving on. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., that TV show that comes on in the fall on ABC, that is Joss Whedon show, blah, yada, yada, yada. You know what it is if you're watching this, I'm sure.
Agent Coulson.
Also an Avengers spin-off, but anyways, you know what it is.
Coulson.
Yes, Coulson is back in this. We have a discussion about this. It's not up yet. I'm still working on the video for it. It's the long lost episode of Resisting Boredom. But
You mean what you and Josh talked about the?
It'll be up eventually. You'll be rewarded for your patience. But anyways,
Michael J. Fox looks good.
Yes. Okay. Well, they can watch it when it comes out. Anyways, Agent Coulson's in it, and recently, I think it was Joss Whedon himself who said it, but somebody said, I think it was Joss Whedon, said, you will find out why Coulson is still alive in the show, but it won't be right away.
Alright.
It'll take a little bit.
I'm fine with that.
I kind of feel like they're saying this though in a way to be like, oh, everyone's gonna watch the pilot and then stop watching, and now it's like, oh, but you can't stop watching.
No one's gonna stop watching.
Okay, we won't stop watching.
I think a lot of the fans like
Coulson.
Coulson.
People kind of fell in love with
People
Coulson.
like him, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they have a pretty strong fan.
I mean, he's an original character in the whole series.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was just like people just really enjoyed him. It wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's a lot of things about that show that interest me, but I'm kind of worried / wondering about.
So it
You
happens
thinking about
after the Avengers?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like a prequel or something.
No, it's.
But it's still alive.
They actually
a
have
weird thing to me.
On the Avengers disc. They actually have a what was it, that item 48 or something like that. It's like a special thing where one of the alien weapons got loose, and someone
Lizzie
kind
Kaplan
of
and
someone
stuff,
figured
yeah.
out how to use it, and it kind of had the whole shield kind of went around.
Yeah.
That I thought that was that's what I kind of assumed the show was kind of gonna be like. Not like a Monster of the Week or
But
anything like that, but they kind of investigate.
I just worry about how much is going to interact with the movies, because if it's not at all, then isn't that going to be kind of weird that we never see any of the main characters? How are we even going to see Samuel L. Jackson in this? And he's Nick Fury. Are they going to write Nick Fury out of it? Is it going to be one of the things where Nick Fury disappears for years?
I don't think Samuel L. Jackson will mind a steady paycheck here and there from Marvel.
But do you think it's going to be on ABC?
It's the thing of, do they want to pay that much to have any of these people?
Maybe.
I've heard that Robert Downey Jr. already said he would do the show.
Yeah.
He'd be willing to do it.
Maybe
but
they can put Hawkeye on there because he won't be
Jeremy
in the
Renner
next
won't
Avengers.
do
Well,
Which I'm upset about.
Freaking RDJ is just really loyal to his fans. It seems like. He seems like a nice. He seems like he's.
No, yeah,
and his castmates with the whole shit where he goes
yeah.
I'm getting this paid for this much in the movie. They should at
They
least get
should
paid
too, right?
close to that, if not.
But
the same.
he is way the most paid person.
Yeah.
He does. Hey, you gotta admit, he does. He steals
I'm
the
not
scene,
saying it's wrong. I'm
There
just
was
saying
that story
he's the
where
most
he
paid.
was in Milwaukee and everybody said he was super nice.
That's true.
He seems.
I wish I could have ran into him. That
We're all
would've
kissing
been
his ass.
pretty damn
It
sweet.
seems, but
Yep.
anyway, I love Chaplin.
Everybody loves Robert Downey Jr.
Anyway,
Chaplin's good,
Kiss
yeah.
Kiss Bang Bang. It's always what I mentioned. Or Zodiac.
Sherlock
Those
Holmes.
2 movies kick ass. Anyways. Alright, so moving on. Running down, only got a couple more things to talk about. Bond 24, the follow-up to Skyfall. Sam Mendes, the director of Skyfall, is now, I think, confirmed, for sure, going to direct Bond 24.
Yeah,
whatever it ends up
that's
being
what I
called.
heard.
Whatever it ends up
I'm
being called.
interested.
He's going to definitely be the director.
The way the last one ended, I'm kind of.
There was a
Curious
lot
to
of
think.
stuff about maybe he'll do it, maybe he won't do it. I think in the end they probably paid him a ton of money because
Yeah.
Skyfall is the most successful Bond movie of all time. It has made the most money by far. It's not even really close. It made a ton
Yeah,
of
I've
money.
only seen it once for some reason.
I've only seen it once too, but I love it.
You said Sam Mendes, correct?
Sam Mendes,
Yep.
correct.
Wait, let's
Yes.
hear. Yes, he will
Yes,
do it.
he will do it.
That's what I heard.
So, yeah. I thought Skyfall is possibly my favorite Bond movie of all time. That or Casino Royale. It's really tough to decide, but yes, the top 2 Bond movies to me are
I
Casino
think I still
Royale.
see Skyfall.
And the Daniel Craig Casino Royale, let me clarify
I saw
that.
that
And
Quantum of Solace is.
I don't hate Quantum of Solace. I
Wasn't a
think
huge
it is.
fan.
I think it is a decent movie. I think it's pretty good. In
The
parts.
story just kind of went nowhere for me. A bit.
No, I still
didn't know
enjoyed
they
it though. I still enjoyed it though. No, it is not nearly as good as those other two movies, but yeah. So, anyways, is that what you're saying? Bond
GoldenEye.
24.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
all I
much.
really have.
Can't wait. There's a rumor that Penelope
good.
Cruz.
I can wait.
Yeah.
There's a rumor that Penelope
Oh
Cruz.
God,
might
I
be in
can
it.
wait.
Is there gonna
Yeah,
be
I'm kind of
like,
iffy on
a
that.
female villain?
This is the theory I've heard that sounds
Penelope
awesome
Cruz
to
already
me.
a character?
Penelope Cruz is married to Javier Bardem
Yes,
in real
absolutely.
life. So wouldn't it be awesome if it turns out that she was like his wife in the movie and like she comes for revenge?
No.
It sounds awesome to me, kind
No,
of.
it doesn't at all.
Sounds awesome to me, kind of.
A wife revenge
I wouldn't
thing
hate
just
it.
sounds like
I
just
don't know.
new villain, new thing. Yeah.
But I did. I heard rumors that there was going to be a female villain. And I think it's about time.
Good,
Yeah,
but
it's
it-
something we haven't really seen
I just
much
mean I don't
in
want her to
Bond,
be
so.
his
Supposed to be the
wife
Bond,
or
or
something
supposed to be
like
the
that.
Bond girl.
New villain.
No, I think they said that if she's gonna be the Bond girl, she's gonna be the oldest Bond girl in history.
Hey, she looks damn good for her age.
Yeah, I mean whatever. But all right. So, anyways,
Wasn't one of them a man?
last bit of news we're gonna go over kind of a little trailer discussion. All right, some movie trailers came out this week. Some that were notable. All right, we'll start off talking about the one that I know we've all seen, which is Seventh Son. It stars Jeff Bridges, and it is basically the dude and Maude from Big Lebowski battling it out in medieval times. And I thought it looked pretty awesome. I really had... This movie was completely under my radar. Didn't hear about it. Didn't know anything about it. I guess it's based on some books. I don't know anything about this shit. But based on the trailer, I was impressed with the special effects and the way the action looks. It's kind of a Game of Thrones-y looking thing. I'm interested to see who directed it. But anyways...
I'd probably see it, but I kind of
I think it looks kinda cool. Like,
see some other trailers. For it.
I'm more impressed by it, considering it's something I didn't know anything about. So I guess... Kind of came out of nowhere for me. What did you guys think?
It looks like it might be a fun one.
I didn't really get this,
You didn't see much of it?
I watched it, but there was kind of a glare. But it's got Jeff Bridges in there, and he's always good, and Julianne Moore is usually pretty good. So
Yeah.
it's definitely something that catches your attention.
When have you seen Jeff Bridges really in medieval times? Like, it's kind of
Yeah,
uncharted
exactly.
territory for him. For
When was
a
the last
change.
time you saw Jeff Bridges without that goatee?
That is a better question, because once again, he's got the
Not in
Western
a Western.
Western goatee.
She
sort
just
of
didn't
thing.
shave off from R.I.P.
And then the other trailer that came out, which is probably the big hubbub, I would guess, of trailer news this week, was that the Old Boy trailer came out. The Spike Lee directed, Josh Brolin starring Old Boy trailer. Remake of the acclaimed and popular manga series, and the what was it, Park Chan-wook or whatever did the movie. I thought maybe someone else would know his name.
No.
I am terrible for not knowing
Chanwood
that.
Park.
I don't think it's Chan. Is it Chan-wook Park?
Chanwood Park, directed by.
Park Chan-wook.
Yeah, Park Chan-wook. Anyways, they all say it in weird orders.
Yeah, I don't
Anyways,
know what it is.
It depends if we're doing the American spelling
Yeah,
of it or
American.
the
Wait, is it?
Korean or
It's a
whatever.
Korean, yeah,
it's
it's
a Korean
Korean,
movie. Anyways, the trailer came out, and a lot of people talked about how similar it looks, I know, to the original movie. And,
But it's a remake.
okay, how many of us here have seen the Old Boy movie, the Korean Old Boy movie?
That's one of the first times I could say that I own it. But
I
haven't
think
seen
I'm
it.
the only one here. I have seen it.
I have not seen it, unfortunately.
No, I don't
I would
know.
like
I've owned
to.
a copy of it forever, but I've never
Yeah,
seen it.
anyways, I've seen it. My thoughts on the trailer
It's like
were...
Gozu. That was bad enough.
were I kind of were happy that they kept a lot of things from the original. Like at least it shows that he has respect for that that source material.
Yeah.
I guess. Some things were weird. Samuel L. Jackson is in it and looks crazy as fuck, but I'm kind of interested to see what happens with that. And
Never really
Wait,
go
wait, say
along
that
with
again.
Samuel Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson is in it, but he's
He
crazy
looks
as...
crazy. Look, just if we will watch the trailer after this, and then you can see
Samuel,
how
Samuel
crazy
Jackson.
he looks.
He tends to look crazy sometimes.
No.
you
No,
see
I mean
Kate-
like his
Man,
wardrobe and his hair and everything. It's hard to explain without
Caveman
seeing it.
Valentine. Caveman's Valentine.
Maybe I'll
Oh,
put
Black Snake
I'll put the
Moan.
trailer link in here so you can watch it for yourself. I'll do that for Seventh Son.
Pause
too,
it
maybe.
and watch it.
Or
I'll do that
even
for Seventh Son too, maybe.
Django. He's a crazy
So anyways,
old man.
Anyways, my thoughts were there's a couple scenes. People who have seen the movie or read the manga, I guess, there is a huge twist to this movie, like something that gets people, like is a very
I've heard that.
interesting topic of discussion. It was something that when I heard they were doing this remake, I kind of was like, I don't know know if an American movie would be willing to do this, but yeah. And then they did something weird in this trailer, which kind of throws people off in thinking that they probably maybe won't do that. Granted, I've never read the manga. I don't know how the manga ends, or if the twist is the same or different or similar or anything like that. But I will say that looking at that trailer, it did not look like they're using that twist. However, I could be completely wrong, and maybe that was there as a red herring to throw you off. I don't know. But, yeah. I'm interested to see what the movie's going to be like.
But now you know there's a twist.
But I definitely... Well, it's...
M. Night Shyamalan.
This movie's been out for a while, Kit. Okay, I think a lot of people know that there is a twist at least. They might not know what the twist is.
I'm just gonna let them know. The twist is it's the trees.
That's the happening.
M. Night Shyamalan.
The trees did it.
I have never seen the happening, and I know that's the twist.
Bruce
so
Willis is dead.
we are spoiling movies now for no good reason. Anyways,
okay, spoiling the happening.
That was my 2 cents.
Really?
That was my 2 cents. I'm reserving judgment on Old Boy based off a trailer. I have no opinion based off of what we have. I still will go see it because I love the original, and I'm interested to see what we get.
The only thing that kind of ruins that movie for me is Josh Brolin. Not a huge fan.
I don't really care.
Not gonna make. Well, it's not gonna make me. Josh Brolin's not gonna make me not watch a movie
like it had
any more than, let's say, Jennifer Aniston's not gonna make me not watch a movie.
That's my thing.
I
don't have a hang. Well, Shia LaBeouf hasn't stopped me
too
yet.
for me, kind of.
Shia LaBeouf?
If Owen Wilson and Jennifer Aniston are a trailer, I'm kind of instantly turned off a little. But I'll still give it a try. Like, I'm not gonna hate it just based off of that casting.
But it could be a good movie.
But
you know.
yeah, at least that trailer seems to show the
Weren't they in
badass
the movie
hallway
together? Richard, look that up.
hammer scene.
What?
So
Wilson,
yeah,
Jennifer Aniston, were they in the movie together?
I think they were. But
think
anyways,
so.
Marley and Me, you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
The dog died.
Anyways, I never saw Marley and Me
Yeah,
because
exactly,
I don't want to
go.
cry like a baby.
It's
Exactly.
a cross of an air set. Well, yeah,
I don't want to cry like a
Who
baby.
wants to cry like a baby? It's like Benji.
Well, sometimes you can have a good cry, but not.
I think you mean Old Yeller.
Dude, I
Yeah,
can't
well, that
watch.
and, like,
I
the
can't watch
Benji
animals
where the dog
die in
is-
movies.
Oh,
You
and
can watch
anything where
humans
the
die in
animal
movies,
gets
no
hurt.
problem.
That's a weird
Exactly.
thing, but that happens.
These
It's true.
people are the way. There's like a
If
poll.
animals get hurt,
True.
oh my
People feel
God.
worse about
True.
that.
It's
Some people,
true.
I'm sure there's some people who don't give a fuck.
Animal
about it.
people are like that.
Yeah.
It's weird. Anyways, that was kind of an odd thing to end on. Anyways, hope you enjoyed these news stories.
Oh, that was
we'll
all
try
of
to
them?
keep doing that. That
Yeah,
was the
we
last
did.
one.
We did
we'll,
it on a downer.
we'll try to keep doing it, and yeah.
No animals were harmed in making this video.
That is correct.
Except-
That is true.
True.
Our cat's still alive.
For now.
I wish Kid had a fork and knife now. Okay, that was
That's
bad.
like, for now.
No.
Bumblebee, bumblebee, bumblebee!
Get it?
Something, it's chocolate, a chocolate rain.
the words to chocolate.
I don't know the fucking words of chocolate rain. I never even saw the video. See, Richard, see that? That's a beat.
I see.
Give Richard a pen real quick. I want to see if he can make a beat.
beat. It's alright. Have a good time. 'Cause it's alright. Yeah, it's alright.